welcome to iExamBee. In this video, I'll be continuing ahead with our MCQ series which we have already started with respect to the various acts and the legal topics. So in this particular video, I'll be going ahead with that, but I'll be discussing about the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code and the various MCQs related to that. अब ये जो MCQ series हमने start किया ये आपके लिए बहुत helpful है, not only from the point of solving the questions or the MCQs but also from the point कि जब हम ये MCQs discuss करेंगे you will also have an understanding of the concepts related to those MCQs and the various sections, the provisions related to that. So a lot of things you can cover up through these. So do remember to stay tuned to our channel so that you can stay tuned and stay updated. अगर आपको कोई भी questions या queries हो तो आप हमें call कर सकते हो इस नंबर पे या फिर आप हमें मेल भी लिख सकते हो इस particular ID पे. Apart from this, you can also visit our website where you can get all the details with respect to various competitive exams. Now, as I already mentioned in this particular video, I'll be taking up the various MCQs related to the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code और उसके अंदर हम specifically focus करेंगे इस particular video में Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, which is also known as CIRP. So, the different aspects related to it which are very important we'll be discussing in this particular video. So, the very first question is Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process CIRP can be initiated by whom? So आप जब भी किसी भी question को attempt कर रहे हो, so do not only look onto the question which is particularly given to you and the answers related to that, but try to cover different aspects related to it. Okay. Now अगर हम इस particular question की बात करें तो इसमें आपसे पूछा जा रहा है जो Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process है वो कौन initiate कर सकता है. Okay, you have been given the options, but apart from that there are other things which you should try and understand while going through this particular question so that कि आपका different things related to that particular topic is covered and you have an understanding of that. Example, what is CIRP? CIRP process होता क्या है पहले हमें ये पता होना चाहिए, then only who can go ahead and initiate the process is important. I'll just give you a brief idea about this in this particular video as we are discussing with the MCQs. So CIRP is what you can say a process, a mechanism जहाँ पे कि क्या होता है जो भी corporate debtor है अगर उसने default commit किया है या फिर he is in a situation of insolvency, then how to make that particular corporate debtor come out or how to resolve the insolvency of that corporate debtor is what CIRP process is. Now this particular process who all can go ahead and initiate, तो code बहुत clearly state करता है कि कौन से parties हैं जो initiate कर सकते हैं. So for this question the correct option is A, which is the financial creditor, operational creditor and corporate debtor. So ये three parties हैं those who can go ahead and initiate this particular CIRP process, and the various provisions related to the initiation aspect if we talk about are given under section 7 with respect to the financial creditor, section 8 and 9 you can say with respect to the operational creditor and with respect to the corporate debtor under section 10. अब यहाँ section 10 में corporate debtor is not only the one who can go and initiate the process. The word which is mentioned or which is used is corporate applicant. So ये corporate applicant term भी जो है कोड में defined है. Corporate applicant सिर्फ corporate debtor नहीं हो गया, it also includes the partners, members or those who have been authorized to manage the affairs of the corporate debtor, all those categories. So now moving ahead with our second question, that is what is the tenure of the interim resolution professional? Apart from the tenure, what is important is who is an interim resolution professional, how the appointment is made, all those aspects also you should think of. And then so if we talk about the tenure of this interim resolution professional is till the date of appointment of the resolution professional. Again एक और चीज आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो कि interim resolution professional कौन है, उसकी tenure क्या है. Interim resolution professional, he is that professional who is being appointed by the adjudicating authority while the CIRP process that commences. So जब application दिया parties ने authority को and authority ने उस particular application को admit किया, then the next step is the appointment of the interim resolution professional. अब ये जो professional है after admission of the application who is being appointed, he will be holding his office till the appointment of the resolution professional. So once the resolution professional is appointed, when the committee of creditors COC is formed, because ये जो committee of creditors है they only will be appointing the resolution professional. Once that is done, then the resolution professional's role will come into play. So अगर हम back to our question जाएं और देखें तो interim resolution professional की tenure टेन्योर क्या है? टिल द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल, जो कि हमारे सेक्शन 16 में दिया हुआ है, सब सेक्शन 5 में, that the term of the interim resolution professional shall continue till the date of appointment of the resolution professional under section 22. So once the appointment of resolution professional is made, the interim resolution professional tenure comes to an end. यहाँ पे अगेन एक इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है जो कि मैं आपको बताऊं कि ये जो रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल है, इसकी अपॉइंटमेंट जो है कमिटी ऑफ क्रेडिटर्स करते हैं, ठीक है। सो आइदर द कमिटी हैज द ऑप्शन कि जो इंटरिम रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल था उसी को अपॉइंट कर दे एज अ रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल, और दे कैन सेलेक्ट सम अदर प्रोफेशनल आल्सो। नेक्स्ट इज फ्रॉम व्हेन शैल द ऑर्डर ऑफ मोरेटोरियम हैव इफेक्ट। नाउ इफ वी टॉक about the term moratorium, what does that mean? First we should look onto that, and then from when it shall be effective till when it is effective, all those should be our understanding. So if we talk about what moratorium is, moratorium hota kya hai? You can say a halting period, you can say a period when there could be no initiation with respect to any legal proceedings against the corporate debtor, ya फिर you can say a period wherein recovery, enforcement, etc. nothing can be done against the corporate debtor, everything comes to a standstill, you can say a halt. So now from when this particular order of moratorium will be having its effect? So the correct option for this question is from the date of such order, when that particular order of moratorium is given by the authority, from that day till the completion of the entire CIRP process. Moving on to our next question is recommendations for the IBC was made by the dash committee. So now this entire IBC insolvency and bankruptcy code ये जो इफेक्ट में आया, इसके लिए किस कमिटी ने रिकमेंडेशन दिया, ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। द रिकमेंडेशन वाज गिवन बाय द BLRC, दैट इज बैंक्रप्सी लॉ रिफॉर्म्स कमिटी। ओके, सो दिस कमिटी बेसिकली वाज हेडेड बाय मिस्टर TK विश्वनाथन। ओके, ही वाज द फॉर्मर लॉ सेक्रेटरी एंड ही वाज आल्सो द सेक्रेटरी जनरल ऑफ द लोक सभा। नेक्स्ट इज एज पर द इंसॉल्वेंसी एंड बैंक्रप्सी कोड, इंसॉल्वेंसी कमेंसमेंट डेट मीन्स, ये जो इंसॉल्वेंसी कमेंसमेंट डेट है ये बेसिकली कब से कमेंस होगा? व्हेन द application is being made, when the application is being accepted. So with respect to that, the correct option C, that is from the date of admission of an application for initiating CIRP by the authority. So आप देख सकते हो कि ये जो insolvency commencement date है वो कब से consider किया जाएगा? जब authority ने application जो उससे दी जा रही है by the parties, we have already seen who all can initiate this particular process. So once they are making an application to the adjudicating authority and the adjudicating authority is admitting that particular application, so that particular day when that is being admitted will be considered as the insolvency commencement day. Moving on to our next question is what is the time period by which the adjudicating authority may by order extend the duration of CIRP beyond 180 days by such period as it may think fit. So basically हमें पता है कि ये जो particular code है उसका objective क्या था? To bring it under one umbrella, various provisions related to it which was earlier scattered into different statutes to resolve this process in a time bound manner, और इसीलिए 180 days is the time period in which the entire process should be completed. So you can see in this particular question कि authority जो है कितने दिनों से extend कर सकती है इस particular process को. So there is an opportunity that this 180 days which is the time period in which the process should be completed, that can be extended by the authority, but it cannot be extended more than 90 days, but not exceeding 90 days. C is the correct option of this particular question. So आप देख सकते हो section 12 जो है बात कर रहा है time limit क्या है completion of this particular process. So when the application is received by the authority and if the authority is satisfied कि subject matter ही case का ऐसा है जिसमें कि ये particular process जो है 180 days में complete नहीं होगा, then in that situation authority, if it is considering apt, can go ahead and order for extending the duration of this process. ये यहाँ पे एक important चीज है जो मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि ये जो extension है ये एक ही बार आप ले सकते हो, आप बार बार extension के लिए reasons देके apply नहीं कर सकते हो, otherwise the entire objective जो वो defeat हो जाएगा. So yes, the process has to be completed in 180 days which is mentioned over here, and the extension can also be given by the authority if the situation is or the case is such, but extension cannot exceed more than 90 days. However, this extension can only be granted once by the authority. Moving on to the next, the dash shall appoint an interim resolution professional on the insolvency commencement date. अभी हमने देखा था कि interim resolution professional कौन है, कब appointment हो रहा है, then उसका tenure क्या है. So अब ये जो appointment हो रहा है, who is going to do that particular appointment? The correct option for this question is B, the adjudicating authority. तो ये जो adjudicating authority है जिसे application दिया जाता है for initiating the process of CIRP, once that authority is admitting the application, तो next क्या होता है, ये authority जो है appoint करेगी interim resolution professional को. यहाँ पे again important चीज जो आपको पता होनी चाहिए वो ये है कि authority जो ये appointment करती है interim resolution professional की, आपने देखा वहाँ application जो है दे सकते हैं parties, okay, financial creditor, operational creditor and the corporate debtor, okay, or the corporate applicant, more word if we say. So वो जब application दे रहे हैं तो उस application में there are lot of conditions, compliances, provisions. So one of those is कि when they are making an application, they have the opportunity that they can recommend a professional who can act as an interim resolution professional. So the parties have an opportunity. Professional का नाम बताओ, insolvency professional का, who can act as an interim resolution professional. हाँ, वहाँ पे the authority will take the final decision of appointing or not appointing that professional depending upon again various conditions. Next is who shall constitute the committee of creditors as per section 21 of the IBC. Okay, so now this committee of creditors. Okay, one thing over here before I go ahead with this question, I'll tell you. हमने क्या देखा कि interim resolution professional का appointment कौन कर रहा है? Final adjudicating authority. So once the interim resolution professional that constitutes a committee of creditors, once this committee of creditors is formed, appointment of the resolution professional is made by the committee of creditors. वहाँ पे again committee of creditors के पास option या तो interim resolution professional को appoint कर सकते हैं as a resolution professional, or they can go ahead with another professional. So now who shall constitute the committee of creditors? अब ये जो committee of creditors है इसको कौन constitute करेगा? So already you might have got the answer with respect to this, that committee of creditors interim resolution professional बनाएगा once it receives the claims and once he goes ahead with the collation of the claims he has received against the corporate debtor or corporate debtor के financial position को determine करने के बाद and all, this committee of creditors will be constituted by the interim resolution professional. जब बन गया committee of creditors तो ये committee of creditors जो है फिर resolution professional को appoint करेंगे. Okay, all these things are very important with respect to this particular topic. Next is the first meeting of committee of creditors shall be held within 7 days of. अब generally हम क्या होता है कि ये committee बननी चाहिए, अच्छा कितने दिनों में बननी चाहिए? Anything we tend to focus too much on the days within which that has to be constituted. Important apart from that is also कि okay within 7 days first meeting जो है committee of creditors की वो held होनी चाहिए. But what of 7 days? मतलब वो 7 days जो calculate होगा वो कब से effective होगा, कब से उसको calculate करना है? That aspect is also important. So the very first meeting of the committee of creditors that shall be held within 7 days of the constitution of the committee of creditors. अभी तक हमने देखा resolution professional, interim resolution professional. Now another term is insolvency professional. So who is an insolvency professional? ये insolvency professional कौन है, interim resolution professional कौन है, और the resolution professional और corporate debtor कौन है, corporate applicant कौन है, who is the financial creditor, who is the operational creditor. All these words are very important. तो जब आप MCQ कर रहे हो कोशिश करो कि इन सारे एस्पेक्ट्स को जो भी इस क्वेश्चन में आपको उस क्वेश्चन के अलावा और चीजें आप कवर कर सकते हो आप उसको करो, बिकॉज थ्रू दैट मेथड यू कैन हैव एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ लॉट मेनी थिंग्स. ओके, सिर्फ वो पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन आपने रेडी नहीं किया बट उससे रिलेटेड इन एंड आउट थिंग्स भी आपने प्रिपेयर किया. नाउ बैक टू दिस क्वेश्चन, हु इज एन इंसॉल्वेंसी प्रोफेशनल? द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज both A and B. So A is what? Person enrolled under section 206 and the person registered with the board as an insolvency professional under 207. So insolvency professional means that definition is given under section 3 clause 19, which is person enrolled under section 206 with the insolvency professional agency as its member and they are registered with the board as insolvency professional under section 207. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो इससे रिलेटेड, क्योंकि आप रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल कौन है हम बार बार देख रहे थे या इंट्रीम में, तो वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. उसका भी डेफिनेशन सेक्शन 5 में दिया, क्लॉज 27 में, जिसका डेफिनेशन अगर आप देखें, रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल मींस एन इंसॉल्वेंसी प्रोफेशनल हु इज अपॉइंटेड टू कंडक्ट द कॉर्पोरेट इंसॉल्वेंसी रेजोल्यूशन प्रोसेस और द प्री-पैक्ड इंसॉल्वेंसी रेजोल्यूशन प्रोसेस. अगेन PPIRP, it is also a new thing which has come into existence and you should be aware of it. Okay, and includes interim resolution professional. So this resolution professional is also including the term interim resolution professional and who is an insolvency professional, that has also been defined. So this was all with respect to our insolvency and bankruptcy code and the topic of CIRP. In the next videos, we'll be coming up with the different other topics under the code which are important, the various MCQs related to each of those topics. So stay tuned to our channel. Before ending this particular video, I'll like to update you that we are coming with a free workshop, third session, which we are going to take ahead. Robin Dutt sir, he is a practicing advocate. ये जो है प्रैक्टिसिंग एडवोकेट है पंजाब और हरियाणा हाई कोर्ट के, चंडीगढ़ के एंड सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया. एंड जो भी आपके क्वेश्चंस हो, क्वेरीज हो, डाउट हो, कुछ भी हो आपके, इवन द स्मॉलेस्ट थिंग, यू कैन कम अप इन दिस free workshop. Remember, this is a free workshop. Try and take as much benefit of this particular workshop, which is only for you. So do take benefit of this workshop. और आपकी छोटी सी छोटी queries को भी आप ignore ना करें. इस workshop को attend करें और हमारे expert session का benefit ले. अपने queries को sort out कर सकते हो. कोई भी queries related to litigation हो, judiciary हो, ADA के exams हो, all these things, you will actually have a clear way out how to go ahead with that or how to work on it. Okay. Apart from that, I also like to update you that हमारे पास IBC में judiciary का revision and practice test है with respect to prelims and mains both. Okay. So that is an online course and this has already started from 18th of March. हमने already 18th of March से start कर दिया है and इस particular online course का test series and all है. इसके लिए हमारा जो duration है that is for a period of 6 months, wherein you are getting 2 tests each for prelims and mains per week. Per week you are getting these 2 tests, okay? And that is not only for prelims or mains, it is for both. And there is one class for mains question discussion per week. So per week you are getting that descriptive question discussion session. So इन सब का आप benefit ले सकते हो, आप enhance कर सकते हो अपने preparation को. So do remember to stay tuned, stay updated and prepare for your exams with us.